Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back if you've been here before. I'm Jimmy, and this is First Gen Mini Rescue. Today, I'm in the shed, but because I just got to show a few things, and I've had a slight medical procedure, and I can't do any heavy lifting, so any kind of maintenance, I got to put it off for 2 days. I'm on like light duty for 2 days. Anyway, I'm going to read the fortune and then tell you what I got going on. Today. Today's fortune says, you are kind-hearted and hospitable, cheerful and well-liked. I think we all want to be that. Kindful, hospitable, cheerful, well-liked. Yeah, I think I strive. You know, we can all be better. So just concentrate on yourself, make yourself better. Don't worry about everybody else. I try to be that way, except when I encounter horrible drivers, people who are on their phone driving. I passed an 18-wheeler. The guy had both hands on the phone. This is not a Tesla 18-wheeler. This is a regular, I don't even know what brand, but a regular 18-wheeler. The guy had both hands on his phone, and he's looking down on his phone, texting or driving or doing whatever, watching videos. I have no clue. But I'm blowing my horn. I'm like, dude, what's up? We were in the convertible. Anyway, so don't drive crazy, weaving in and out of traffic, driving like you're in a F1 movie. You're not. And we're not. We're just on the road trying to get where we're going. Anyway, that's my rant. Oh, I'm done with the rant. Recently, I went up to Arlington Cemetery, National Cemetery. I want to mention his real name is Ejnar, E-J-N-A-R, but I changed his name in the book. But this is a book, this is the guy that I went on my 5-month sailing trip with. I wrote this book about that. Well, they interred him in Arlington. He was a Navy pilot. I'm going to put a link to his story or his bio, I guess, down in the description. And a link to where if you want to get a copy of the book and read about this adventure. I'm going to put a couple of pictures up of his family. I hadn't seen some of them since I got back from the trip, and I've seen a few since. But yeah, so it was a wonderful remembrance of him. He was a great man, and I just want to thank him for his service, and more so thank him for his friendship. Okay, before I get a little emotional, let me end that. But it's called Set Sail Caribbean, 5 months on a 47-foot sailboat. And that was the boat. Anyway, all right, so that part's done. Today, I'm just going to answer a couple of questions that I had. I'm not sure if it was a person from France, but I did have a comment from somebody from France, all the way in France. So, I mean, I guess these videos reach worldwide. And I know, without a doubt, we have many, get it? Many fans? No, we have not many, M-A, but M-I-N-I, many fans all over the world. So I want to welcome everybody and bonjour. We spent one of our anniversaries, I think it was like 2022, we spent our anniversary in Morocco. And after we left Morocco, we had a 48-hour layover in Paris. So we kind of, at the end of our anniversary trip, we spent some time in Paris, and I love that city. The people were super, they were super nice. Anyway, it's not a travel channel, but we need to do one, Sharon and I. Anyway, so today I had two kind of comments. One, and they're both for R52, believe it or not. So, which are the convertibles or cabriolets. One, the question was how to get the little cover off of the sunroof motor. And I'm not sure which cover he was talking about. So I'm going to take you in the car and show you that part, one. And then I'll bring you back in here and I'll show you the other covers. But out in the cars, I use these, I don't know, body pry tools, plastic. But I'll show you how I got the covers, how I get my cover off. Sometimes it's hard, they won't go back on, you know. But anyway, let me show you out there. Okay, The cover that they're talking about, this, your sunroof motor is under this cover. You can see I'm sitting in the passenger side in the US. But in the back here, or in the front, see, it just has clips. Mine's already loose, but it has these side clips that's supposed to clip in on the sides. And it has these front sort of tabs. And they're in the front. These tabs, I'm sorry, the 3 tabs here are in the back. And then in the front, it's supposed to be a tab right here. I'm going to show you. There's supposed to be 2 tabs in the front. One here, which is missing, broke. And one on the other side, which is also missing and broke. But those two tabs go in here. So what you have to do is take a pry tool, pop it out first from the front. Both sides, pop them out. And then you're able to pull down, and you have these side tabs. Remember, those side tabs fit up inside. And that's usually what holds it. And then the back has these 3 locking tab, what do you call them? Locking tabs, or they're just L-shaped, I guess. So they just fit in, and you kind of rotate it. So putting it back, I would do this. In the back, line it up, swing it forward, and then lock it in place. You see that? So, but my front tabs are not there on ours. Then you push and push, and those tabs should catch in place. Sometimes, now I do have another one of these, but I got to find it. Sometimes you just got to push these tabs out a little bit. Push the inside tabs out a little bit. And if I were going to do that, I would make sure that I maybe use a heat gun to soften them a little, but you don't want to mess up the integrity of them. But ours has been up here without the front tabs since we've been working on the car. And underneath in there, that's your motor, your sunroof motor. So that's how you would get that off. So you pry out, take a tool, the thinner the better, stick it in, and try to pry out. You can also maybe take an L-shaped tool, go above the like this, above the roof, let's see, and pull it out that way. So however you would try, but ours, like I said, you're just trying to pop that out. So I hope that part helps, and I hope that's the top you're talking about. But if not, let me show you the other cap. Now, if that first cover was not the cover the person was talking about, maybe he was talking about the cover for the actual sunroof motor. I have 2 used that I get from the salvage yard. It's the black plastic cover. Sometimes there's a plastic wheel inside, and I'm going to show you. But sometimes that plastic wheel gets stripped because it's driven by a brass gear, I guess. But let me show you. But sometimes it gets stripped. In order to take that open that, you can just use your fingers and pull these tabs. See, here's a tab here, a tab here. There's 3 and 1 here. And then you just pull the cover off. And as you can see, this is the plastic gear. Be careful, there is a spring in here behind it if you pull the gear out. But this, you can see, is metal. This is plastic. And the worm gear sometimes strips this plastic, and you'll get to a section that's worn out, and it'll just, your top will just strip. Sound like it's stripping, you know, brrr, it won't move. But so you would have to replace that plastic gear, snap your cover back on, and you're back in business as long as your motor still works. Is this the one? I had purchased a metal. This is the one. It's a brass gear, and there's your spring. As I said before, here's your spring. So I purchased a metal gear so that if I ever have to change it out again, and I greased it up, of course, got extra grease in there, but I put this metal gear in place. Let's see, get it in there, line it up. There we go. So as you can see now, I have a brass worm gear, or a gear that meshes, and I shouldn't have that plastic strip out again. And then just put the cover back on. Now, where did I get that? I got that, the metal gear, off of Amazon. Well, wait, let me show you. Let me look at you. Okay, so I got that off of Amazon, that brass thing. It's the same part number as a VW EOS, I think. EOS. We don't have the EOS here in the United States, so you might be able to cross-reference that. But that's someone else found it, and if I'm sweating, it's almost 100 degrees today. Okay, yeah. If I find it, I'll put the description. Now, the last part of my video, someone asked about their convertible top. Only half of it goes back, like the driver's side half or the front side half, and it goes back sideways and it doesn't go fully open. I say it could be the green cable. It's this contraption here, and it's the way this cable here is attached. Okay, I had to come inside and finish this video because it's just too hot outside. Like I said, it's almost 100 degrees with high humidity. And yeah, so I just, the camera kept cutting off. So I'm gonna finish this up real quick. Oh, welcome to our music room. And there's still more off camera. Anyway, I was talking about the green cable. This is the cable that works with that worm gear that I showed in the motor, and that worm gear pulls this cable back and it slides the mechanism back on your R52 convertible. But it's usually when the part breaks, it either breaks right here, and it's the way that this cable is attached to all these plastic bits. And let me see if I can get you really close in there. Wait, let me get some more light. Okay, hope this is a little better. But if you can see the way it's attached, it's like a plastic weld, or I don't know how they did it, but a lot of the time it breaks right there. It separates. So the cable is moving, but none of the mechanism, and this kind of gets origamied in the track, and it goes this way and that way, and then it gets pulled. And so when you get it out and get it back in, you just got to pay attention. And then there's so many intricate bits on here, but it's that connection that fails a lot of the time. So whenever I go to the salvage yard, I think I have two sets, two left and two rights, or driver's side, passenger side, whatever. But yeah, so it kind of, it's a mechanism. I don't know, and any mechanism will break. This one is broken, or at least one of the spring clips, and you gotta, when you're taking them out and putting them back, you gotta pay attention to where these spring clips go on the back here, and how it goes in, and and how it gets twisted around so that it can perform its function properly, because it's a mess. Anyway, so I hope that answers your questions with the covers. So I showed both covers, the inside and the, oh, let me sit down. The inside cover and the motor itself cover. And I'll look for that, what do you call it? The gear. And I'll try to put a link in the description of the video. And then I don't know how much these things cost from the dealer, but I think they're very expensive. But you may be able to find them at a number of different used places, or yeah, I don't know. Some people have tried JB welding these together, and you can look up JB Weld R52 top, and something will probably come up for that as well. But yeah, so that might solve your issue of one side retracting and the other side not retracting at all. So hope that answers your question. Thank y'all for watching, everybody. I'm amazed at how many viewers. My grandson told me that I have 1,400 some odd people. It's amazing to me. With no advertisement, I don't ask for your subscribers, but if you can, take the time, subscribe, like, thumbs up, share it, because somebody last week said they just found my channel, and they've owned the R53 for a long time, and I just try to help keep them going. So if my videos help you keep your car on the road, and speaking of on the road, real quick, I know this is the rambling section, but last weekend, my daughter's daughter, my granddaughter had her birthday party in West Virginia. Normally it's a 200-mile one-way trip. So we go up 200 miles. But since we were driving the convertible and we had plenty of time to get there, Sharon and I, we drove like normally, 200 miles there, 200 miles back, that's 400-mile trip. We drove 768 miles, just taking back roads, country roads, mountain roads. And I didn't video any of it because I didn't bring my car video thing, but just small 2-lane roads. We tried to do it avoiding all interstates, and it was just so much fun. So we do use our cars. We was driving the blue convertible, obviously. So yeah, so I do need to check the oil in that after this, after this voyage. And I'm gonna put a picture. We have in Virginia, near Harrisonburg, we have our first Buc-ee's that opened up in the state. They're building a total of 3. One is gonna be close to the Richmond Airport, just east of the Richmond Airport. Exit 211 if you're on I-64, if that matters. And if you're on Interstate 81, the exit is 240. Yeah, 240, I think. Anyway, but that one just opened up on June 30th. That was the grand opening, Monday. So anyway, so we stopped by there. I'll put a couple of pictures, but anyway, so that was it. Thank y'all for watching. And my shirt here, yeah, this was Sharon got me for Father's Day. Legend since 1963. You can figure that one out. Husband since 83. Dad since 87. And our pops, which is grandfather, since 2013. And then, of course, my second grandchild was, which wouldn't be on here, but second grandchild was 2016. So yeah. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Come back and see me. Oh, I did get the wheel speed sensor for the van. However, I can't do any heavy lifting. So I'll get that one done, and I'll put that on the van playlist eventually. It's a Bosch wheel speed sensor. And the front shocks haven't gotten here yet, or front struts for Sharon's Forester haven't gotten here yet. They're supposed to arrive today, I believe it is. So we'll be doing that in the future as well. All right, thank y'all for watching. Come back and see me again. And thank you all for taking your time watching me do what I do. Hopefully it helps you. I'm not a certified mechanic, but I can help you keep your car on the road. All right, bye y'all. And always, always, always have fun with your minis. Even when you drive 200, 300 extra miles just for the fun of it. You know why. All right, bye y'all.